Students and colleagues, today I have the privilege of standing before you, welcoming you to Cushing Academy's 150th academic year. In just a moment, you will hear from Mrs. Deborah Gardner, our faculty speaker, and from our student body co-presidents, Dorothy Kiwana and Ryan Ward, with their thoughts about the year ahead. But before we begin, I would like to introduce our new members of the faculty and staff. Please hold your applause until they are all announced. I would like to ask those being introduced, when your name is called, please stand and remain standing until everyone is read. Kyla Bork, Teaching Fellow, Carlisle Hall, Cushing alum. Ryan Bork, Advancement Office and Athletics, living on campus, also a Cushing alum. Melissa Dorval, Dorm Parent, Cowell House. Jack Fay, Visual Arts, Alumni Hall, also a Cushing alum. Brandy Fisher-Bailey, Admissions Office and Athletics, living on campus. Cam Glover, Counseling Office, Johnson House. Brian Krause, Director of Athletics, Cowell House. Helene Lavenger, Associate Director of Student Affairs, Sanborn House. Mike Mills, English, Low Hall, and Paolo Valentin, Spanish, ESL, living on campus. Please give them all a big round of applause. I now invite Mrs. Gardner to share her reflections. Deb?
Good morning. First, I want to offer a warm and special welcome to our new students, educators, and others who are new to the wonderful Cushing community. I offer a hearty welcome back to our returning students, educators, support staff, and administrators. I want to welcome everyone to the start of a new school year that holds the promise of new beginnings, continued personal and academic achievement, developing friendships, and personal growth. Some of you may be out there saying, I thought she retired. I saw her get her diploma last year. Well, I did. You're right. But I am back for a very limited engagement. You'll see me a little bit around campus, mostly in the metalsmithing studio. And I'm just really delighted to be back and see you all here again. At the end of last year, with the announcement of my retirement, I was gifted with notes and conversations from colleagues, students, former students, and friends. These notes were full of good wishes, gratitude, memories of shared moments, stories of the impact that people felt I had on their lives, and hopes for continued communication in my retirement. Honestly, these brought tears of gratitude to my eyes and warmed my heart to no end. The kindness everyone showed me by expressing their thoughts and feelings brought me overwhelming joy. Their recounting of funny moments that we shared made me laugh out loud. And for those of you who know me, you know I like to laugh a lot. I was filled with love and appreciation as I thought of the kindness that was shown to me. As I contemplated these acts of kindness, I began to ask others to tell me about times when they received an act of kindness. One friend of mine, Emmeline, recounted a time when she was in training to become a wilderness guide in the Adirondack Mountains. Her first extended rough terrain hike in the program revealed that her physical conditioning was not as strong as her classmates and her instructors. She required more frequent rests and asked that others continue along the hike while she rested, and she would meet up with them when they stopped to camp for the night. As a group, they empathized with her struggle. They recounted their own struggles as they were building their endurance and their strength. They explained that they were in this experience together and that together they would stay happily. Emmeline felt understood, supported, encouraged, and included. The bonds that were made during that hike have lasted years. Answers from others that I asked shared a remarkable similarity in their simplicity of the acts of kindness. Many recounted a friend surprising them with a cup of coffee, a cookie, an ice cream, or something along those lines. Some recounted being in a new situation where they received a friendly smile and hello from someone that they did not know. Others had someone notice that they were struggling and offer to give support or just a nice smile. My niece was in line at Dunkin's this summer. She's one of the ones I asked. And at the counter, someone just turned around and said, "What are you having today?" And they bought her a cup of coffee and a donut. I was struck by how simple and seemingly small most of these acts of kindness were, and yet they elicited such strong feelingness of happiness and gratitude. One of my daughter's favorite things to do is pay for the person behind her in the drive-through coffee line. It brings her joy. And this brings me to the next point about kindness. Research shows that performing an act of kindness has remarkable benefits for the performer as well as the recipient. I discovered studies documenting physiological responses of better immune function, a decrease in stress hormones, and decreased blood pressure, to name a few. There were also the psychological responses of greater happiness, a feeling of calmness, feelings of joy and exhilaration. Even thinking about an act of kindness you have performed elicits those same responses, even weeks or months later. Closely associated with kindness is empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings and experiences of others, and to have a sympathy and awareness of others. Empathy helps us understand what others may need and how we might help. We are wired to have the same experiences as other people. A person who's in pain has a certain part of their brain stimulated. Someone observing this person has that part of their brain also stimulated to a lesser extent. This allows them to understand the experience of the person more fully. Dr. Keltner of the Berkeley Social Interaction Lab at the University of California, Berkeley, concluded that, and quote, I quote, "The brain really cares about other people. Caring or empathizing can lead to compassion, action, and kindness." Look at the people sitting near you. Look to your left, look to your right, look behind you, look forward. Within our common experience today of the Convocation ceremony, we're all experiencing different things, and that's true every day. If you sense someone is feeling anxious, try giving them a kind greeting or a smile. If you sense someone is feeling excited, let them know you share that excitement or that you just appreciate theirs. Is somebody's stomach growling? Let them know that the dining hall is opening at 5, or share a snack with them. Become aware of your innate ability to connect with others and allow yourself to be stimulated towards acts of kindness. One of the most important people to make sure you're kind to is yourself. Like the oxygen mask on the plane, put the mask on yourself first and then help others. Our inner dialogues can be very harsh and self-critical. If you find this happening, ask yourself, would I talk to a friend like that? Give yourself encouragement and understanding. Remember, none of us is perfect. Give yourself a cookie. I love this quote from Pema Chodron: "Be kinder to yourself, and then let your kindness flood the world." Be especially kind on social media. It's harder to judge the hurt that someone may feel when you're not face to face. Encourage others to remain kind in their comments and posts. And although this terminology is a little old, I saw a banner this summer that made me chuckle, but I think it brings the point home. The quote is, "Tweet others as you would like to be tweeted." Kindness is multifaceted. Kindness is always an action. You can have kind thoughts, but kindness is always an action. Kindness is contagious, like a chain reaction. When someone witnesses an act of kindness, they are more inspired to be kind. Kindness can become a joy-producing habit. Kindness is often a very simple act, a smile, a word of encouragement, an expression of gratitude, a compliment. Kindness has a club here at Cushing, so keep your eyes open as the year progresses for word about that. As we begin this new school year, I challenge you to broaden your kindness practice. I know that you have all been kind. Ramp it up a little bit. Smile hello to more people. Make a list of acts of kindness you would like to perform, and you will find a situation where your kindness efforts will be highly appreciated. Notice if someone needs your help and see if you can. Practice gratitude for the kindness you have been shown and for the opportunities you are given to show kindness. I will end with this quote, this advice in the form of a quote from the author Claire Pooley. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2024-25 school year. I'm Dorothy Kawana, and I'm thrilled to be serving as your co-student body president. As we embark on this new academic journey together, I'd like us to reflect on two seemingly simple yet profound concepts of kindness and empathy, similar to what Ms. Gardner just said. Kindness at its core is a straightforward idea, treating others with consideration and respect. Yet, in practice, it can be beautifully complex. Trust me when I say this. It is not easy to be kind, especially when we're facing our own challenges or when we encounter perspectives different from our own. This is where empathy comes into play. Sometimes words fall short in capturing the essence of kindness. It's a feeling, an action, a choice we make every day. In these moments when language fails us, we turn to each other. We rely on our shared experiences and our capacity for empathy to bridge the gaps between our understanding. Empathy, our ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's about putting ourselves in someone else's shoes, even if we've never walked their path. Our empathy becomes a fundamental tool that keeps us in line as we navigate challenging concepts and diverse perspectives. Think about it. For some of us in this room, this is the first time having ever been to the United States. And for others, Ashburnham is a 10 to 15-minute commute from home. When shared with kindness and received with empathy, our varied viewpoints allow us to pave a path to deeper connection and understanding. As we start the new school year, practice kindness and empathy each day. It could be as simple as smiling at someone in the halls, opening the door, or taking the time to truly listen to a concern without judgment. Every person you will shake hands with in a few moments has traversed a unique path that has led them to Cushing. Your kindness could be the light that brightens their day, and your empathy could be the support that helps them persevere. Embrace the nuances of kindness and empathy. These are not just ideas or abstract values. They are a powerful skill set that alters the way and the rate at which we grow, learn, and interact with one another. It is important to treat others the way you want to be treated, but it is equally as important to treat yourself the way you treat others. Your ability to be present in this community and beyond is dependent on how well you take care of yourself. So get your 3 meals a day, your 8 to 10 hours of sleep each night, and remember to treat yourself with the same kindness, empathy, and respect you offer to others. You deserve it just as much as they do. With kindness as our guide and empathy as our tool, we unlock endless possibilities for communal, ethical, intellectual, and personal growth. Here's to the start of an exciting year. Roll pens.
Good morning, Penguins. My name is Ryan Ward, and I am honored to stand before you today as your co-student body president. Today is a very special day, not just because it marks the beginning of the school year, but because it is also the first day we all come together as a community. You will hear the word community a lot during your time here at Cushing, as many of you returning students already know, but that is because of how special ours is. Being a part of a community doesn't automatically happen overnight. It takes effort and dedication from everyone involved, from seniors trying to get through just one more year to first-year students who are only just beginning their Cushing journey. So what does this effort and dedication actually look like? It looks like showing up for those who need it. Reaching out an invitation to someone sitting alone at lunch to come sit with you is a great start. Showing up for classmates' games and performances can give them the support they need to be more successful. Being available for someone to talk to goes a long way as well. By showing up, it shows how we are all in this together. It looks like celebrating each other's success. Recognizing the success of others and sharing that excitement is a great way to show that you care about the people around you, which in turn strengthens our community. It looks like picking each other up after our failures. Everyone is bound to make mistakes, and by encouraging members of our community to be resilient, we can learn from these mistakes and move forward. If we can collectively do all of these things, I promise you that we will make Cushing a kinder, more empathetic space where we can learn, grow, and become better versions of ourselves while having fun and enjoying every moment, because believe me, it goes by a lot quicker than you might think. Thank you.
Let's give our speakers one more round of applause. Again, welcome to the beginning of a new school year at Cushing Academy. Today, as we kick off the year, I'd like to highlight 3 themes that will influence our experiences, relationships, and personal development throughout the year: curiosity, building connections, and fostering a supportive community. Curiosity is the engine that drives learning and discovery. It compels us to ask questions, seek out new knowledge, and understand the world around us in deeper, more meaningful ways. At Cushing, we believe that curiosity is not just a trait to be encouraged, but a vital part of our educational philosophy. In fact, it is at the heart of Cushing Academy's mission to develop curious, creative, and confident learners and leaders. Curiosity is the force that pushes us beyond the surface, urging us to explore, experiment, and even innovate. Your summer reading book, I Never Thought of It That Way, by Monica Guzman, exemplifies the power of curiosity. Guzman argues that curiosity can bridge divides and foster deeper connections between individuals. It suggests that to truly get to know someone, you need to approach them with an open mind, be willing to listen, learn from their perspective, and be ready to see things from their point of view. At Cushing, and in life, I urge you to practice this every day. Use curiosity as your guide in conversations, classes, and interactions with others. Ask questions that challenge your assumptions, explore new hobbies, dive deeper into topics that spark your interests. In doing so, you'll not only enrich your own understanding, but also contribute to a culture of curiosity that benefits our entire school community. When we approach others with a sense of curiosity, it opens up avenues for understanding. We begin to look past our differences and acknowledge our shared humanity, our common journey. This comprehension forms the basis of our relationships. As we interact with one another this year, let's make an effort to forge connections, whether in the classroom, playing field, art studios, or on stage. Take the time to truly understand your peers. Listen to their stories, share your experiences, and find ways to support each other. These connections will not only enhance your experience at Cushing, but also create a more supportive community for all. Our community at Cushing is built on the connections we form with one another. Despite your various backgrounds and experiences, we all found our way to Cushing, and now we come together. So what does community mean? I resonate mostly with Simon Sinek's definition, and he suggests that community is a group of individuals who commit to grow together. This growth and connection are what tie us together, strengthening our school and making it more resilient. This year, let's focus on deepening those connections. So share your stories, listen attentively to others, seek common ground. Remember that our differences aren't obstacles, but pathways that unite us. A supportive environment starts with this dedicated team of faculty and staff who who are passionate about your success. They're not just experts in their fields, but also mentors who care deeply about your well-being. They're here to guide you, challenge you, and provide the encouragement you need to reach your full potential. However, creating a supportive environment goes beyond the classroom, fields, and dorms. It requires a culture of respect where every individual feels they belong, regardless of their background, beliefs, or interests. At Cushing, I ask you to celebrate each individual and believe that every person brings unique strengths to our community. This sense of belonging is crucial for a vibrant learning environment where different viewpoints can be shared and discussed, enriching our collective understanding of one another. A sense of trust is another fundamental component of a supportive environment. When we talk about trust, I mean not only physical assurance, but also emotional and psychological confidence. This sense of trust allows for genuine exploration and risk-taking, which are essential for your learning and personal growth. We strive to create an atmosphere where you can hone ideas, ask questions, and make mistakes as part of the learning process. Encouraging risk-taking and embracing challenges are central to our educational philosophy. We believe that true growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone. And our nurturing atmosphere encourages you to tackle challenges in academics, sports, arts, and extracurricular activities. Through these experiences, you gain resilience, problem-solving abilities, and a sense of achievement that boosts confidence and self-belief. Moreover, collaboration and teamwork are highly valued in our community. Learning is an effort where students and educators collaborate, exchange thoughts, and support one another's progress. Learning doesn't happen alone. Students and teachers work together, share ideas, and support each other's growth. Group projects, peer mentoring, and collaborative learning activities are all integral, fostering a sense of community and mutual support. As we focus on curiosity and connection, it's essential to remember the importance of empathy, which Mrs. Gardner, Dorothy, and Ryan have all described this morning. And it's the ability to understand and share the feelings of one another, to see the world through their eyes, and to walk in their shoes. The author and naturalist, Henry David Thoreau, who found inspiration just a short distance from here at Walden Pond, once wrote, "Could a greater miracle take place than for us to look through each other's eyes for an instant?" This year, let's commit to thinking about the world through each other's eyes, making our entire student body feel heard, respected, and valued. Our words and actions have the power to make a significant difference in the lives of others, just as Thoreau's words continue to inspire us today. I've said over the years that I believe empathy, which you've heard a lot about this morning, is the cornerstone of a thriving community. Let us commit this year to cultivating empathy in our daily interactions, and that begins with listening, truly listening to others. Be present, open your hearts, understand the experiences and emotions of those around us. In our fast-paced world, it's tempting to rush through conversations, nods, uh-huhs, those kind of responses. However, real empathy demands more. It has the power to transform our entire community. And when we practice empathy, we build stronger, more meaningful bonds with each other. We begin to see beyond our differences and recognize our shared human experience, that common journey. This sense of connection fosters a supportive environment where everyone feels a sense of belonging. Empathy plays a crucial role in resolving conflict as well, because when different disagreements arise, and they certainly will over the next 280 or so days, approaching the situation with empathy can lead to more constructive outcomes. Instead of reacting defensively or placing blame, I ask us to understand the perspectives and motivations of others. This approach can help to lower tensions and pave way to find solutions that are fair and considerate of everyone's well-being. Empathy also fosters emotional resilience and mental health. When we feel understood and supported by others, we become better equipped to handle life's challenges. Feeling good about ourselves allows us to take chances, accept failures, and grow from our experiences without hesitation. By showing empathy, we set an example for others to follow. So as we kick off this year, Let's welcome curiosity and let it lead the way. Let's ask questions that push us to think deeply and broaden our perspectives. And let's create an environment where empathy is practiced by each and every one of us. Students, I encourage you to dive into the unknown with confidence and creativity, knowing that faculty and staff are dedicated to supporting your journey. Together, we can create a community where everyone feels connected and supported, where every interaction counts. Remember that, every interaction counts. As the writer Maya Angelou wisely said, I've learned that people will forget what you said, I've learned that people forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Let's make this year unforgettable, filled with learning, growth, and unwavering support for one another. Thank you. All right, in a moment, we will sing the Cushing Alma Mater. So while the student and faculty chorus take their places to lead us, I just want to take a moment to explain how we will line up for our all-school handshake. As returning students know, this handshake is a tradition for our community at the beginning and end of each school year. After the conclusion of the alma mater, the faculty and I will lead us to line up around the perimeter of Quimby Field, otherwise known as the turf. Dorothy and Ryan will then lead the senior class into the line, followed by juniors, sophomores, and ninth grade. Please wait with your class until you are asked to join the line. When we have completed the handshake, you can make your way back to your dorm if you wish to change. You don't have to. Pick up your backpack and anything else you need for class. Classes begin at what time? Yeah, good job. 10:45. Make sure you're on time. Don't want to be late the first day. All right. The alma mater is printed on the back of your program. Please rise and join me in singing.